Hey everybody, Hiking Bob here. If you're a follower of mine, and many of you are, and thank you so much for being there, just wanted to do a little video representation of the issue I had with the Hoka Kaha 3 boots that you probably saw me paste all over Facebook and X and Threads and Instagram. Basically the issue was, and these are the boots in question, this is the old pair that I bought back in January. They came out in January. I bought them in January. They were supposed to be really good at ankle support, which I really need. I have an issue with an ankle from an injury, so these gave me great ankle support. To be fair, these are really good boots. They're comfortable. They fit well. They were they were just nice boots. They just fit really well and everything, and the ankle support was great. The problem was, after about 120 miles, I saw this happening, which is right here, where I think you can see where they were starting to peel open. This is the right boot, and the left boot wasn't having as much of an issue, but it was also having an issue where it was peeling apart. So I thought that was an issue. You could even tell that the tread's not really that worn out. I mean, it's still pretty good shape except for that issue there. So had to go back and forth with Hoka. Thanks to many of you who voiced your support. I got them to acknowledge that this was indeed a warranty thing. I sent them back under warranty. They have a year warranty. Said it was, that obviously you shouldn't do that. They rejected, said it's normal wear and tear. Obviously that's, I don't believe that to be true. This is the new pair. I went with a different color, so maybe if I can tell the difference. They sent the old ones back. I got a new pair. They just arrived today. I'm going to be wearing them. I'm going to see if they wear any different. The sole's the same, but I'm going to see if they last anything. Is this a one-off? Maybe this is just a fluke. Maybe their boots are better than that. I don't know. Or maybe this is just a bad design on these Vibram-made soles. Some people said I should go to Vibram for this. Vibram just makes these things to spec. So, the sole's to spec. And, I could probably talk to Vibram about it. They're not going to do anything. They don't make the boot. But in any case, got the new boots. Here's the bigger issue with all of this. This is not the first time I've had to return a pair of boots to a company because of the soles wearing out at what I thought was an abnormally quick time span. I had another pair from another brand that after about 150 miles, they had literally worn a hole right through the sole. I mean, just all the way through it. I thought that shouldn't have happened in such a quick amount of time. I returned those to the company. They also rejected them due to normal wear and tear. And that, I think, is probably the issue to deal with here, is that the boot manufacturers make these boots, and then they give you a warranty, and then they say, well, normal wear and tear doesn't count, but they don't define what that is. So if I had these boots and they had 500 miles on them and this was happening, I would not be complaining. I'd be upset. I shouldn't be upset. I'd probably be disappointed. These are $240 boots. They're pretty expensive. I'd probably be disappointed, but I wouldn't be upset. I got some mileage out of them. But when I buy them in January, and by April this has happened, it's 125-ish miles. That's, even cheap boots last longer than that. So the problem is sole wear is something that the manufacturers are always going to cheat you on by saying, oh, that's just normal wear and tear. Whether it's 120 miles or 500 miles or 300 miles, they're going to say it's normal wear and tear, and they're not going to honor their warranty. This, I think, is across the board with all these boot manufacturers. I think they need to really up their game and stop doing that. Obviously, if one of these lugs had ripped out, you can't call that normal wear and tear or something like that. But soles wearing out at 120 miles, especially when you're somebody like me who keeps very meticulous records, is kind of garbage to say that that's normal wear and tear. Nobody should expect a $240 pair of boots to wear out and start to crack the soles at that short of mileage. So in any case, Hoka did come through. New pair of boots. They came in today. I'm going to start wearing them today. My goal is when my trip in about a week to Iceland comes up, these are going to be the boots I'm going to take with me for my daily hikers, and I have another pair that I'll just wear around the ship. But that's what's happening with these Hokas. But I wanted to really show everybody what the extent of this issue was with these boots peeling apart at the sole. And I kind of knew something was up because I started to feel a little bit more of the terrain through the boots. And I'm like, well, that's kind of odd. That shouldn't be happening. Anyway, that's the scoop there. Thank you all for your support, for following. Really appreciate it. And I'll let you know how these boots hold up. Since they gave me a new pair, they said as a one-time gesture of good faith. I think just to get the social media backlash off their butts. I probably can't return these if there's a problem, because I've already gotten a pair in return. But I will let you know if they hold up, because it's going to determine whether these, which are really comfortable boots and do provide support, become my regular hiking boots, or I go to another brand that's going to back your stuff a little better. And all you boot manufacturers out there, you need to understand that soles wearing out at 125 miles is not normal wear and tear under anybody's definition of normal at all. Nobody calls that normal wear and tear. Stop hiding behind that when these soles wear out. You have a year warranty on them, and unless somebody's putting 800 miles in a year on them, that's not normal wear and tear. Anything under 200, 300 miles is not normal, and you need to stop hiding behind normal wear and tear on sole wearage. If that's your problem with you, get better soles. You're charging enough money for these boots that should not be an issue. Anyway, everybody, thanks for watching. I'll keep you up to date. Talk to you later.